Okay, so this is sheet number 1 following the traverse. So this is being taken out on site, and we record the information in the standard booking sheet here. And when we get in, we will have a set of results that will show your instrument station, backside reading, and the foreside reading, A, B, B. Always start with a 0-0 angle and read face left. Clockwise in our case, 86, 48, 55, and we transit the instrument and we read back a dB, and that will vary by 180 after transiting the instrument, and then again you'll read clockwise round to B as well. And when we get back into the classroom, basically, as you will need a scientific calculator, it is this reading minus 0. So this column is always easy. It is what it is, the whole column. 86, 48, 45 minus 0. It is what it is. Okay. Do remember that if you get a syntax error on your calculator, you have to press in 86, push the button for degrees, 48, push the button for degrees, 45, push the button for degrees, minus 0, push the button for degrees, 0, push the button for degrees, 0, push the button for degrees, and hit equals. But obviously we can do that quite simply in our head, that one. This one is normally a little bit more challenging. It's rarely a full round number of 180. Yeah, same process. We take away the smaller number from the larger number. So you'll type in 266 degrees, 48 degrees, 35 degrees button on your calculator. And just to make you aware that the Casio calculators, it does look like degrees, but we're actually inputting degrees, minutes, seconds. It's just the way the screen on the calculators work. We put that in minus 180, 0, 10, and you'll get a figure there. Now, basically with slight errors maybe in your readings or in the instrument, we come out with two figures. So what we need to do there is take the average or mean of the two figures. So we need to add 86 degrees, 48 minutes, 45 seconds, and 86 degrees, 48 minutes, and 25 seconds, and divide that number by 2. And you can do some mental arithmetic that the mean between, the only variation is in the seconds here. So the mean between 25 and 45 will be 35. Yeah. And it's a repetitive process down. So once you get the mean of that one worked out, you move on to this one, B, C, D, or E, or whatever, and we basically come up with 4 mean figures. Now, in a 4-sided shape, the internal angles should add up to 360. Okay, so basically what we do is we add the mean at the internal angle at A, B, C, and D, and you write down your figure there. And in our case, in this example, 360, 0, 0, 20. Okay, that could be 360, 0, 0, 20, or the opposite of that could be 359 degrees, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds. They both vary the same amount from 360, but in this case, we are deducting 360 because our means tallied are over 360. So we want to deduct 360 to show basically what the variation is in our readings there. In our case, it's 20 degrees in this example. So we divide that by the number of the legs of the traverse. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 legs of the traverse, therefore 4 internal angles. And that gives us 5 seconds, basically. Okay, as you can see there, 20 divided by 4 gives us our 5 seconds. In our case, we are over 360. So we copy this reduced angle and we place it alongside our mean angles. And in our case, we have to deduct them off 360. And basically, if you had 359, 59, 40, you would add that 5 seconds on. We're trying to correct this figure to 360. Then it's very simply 86, 40, and 35 plus or sorry, in this case, minus 5 seconds. So that reduces that down to 30. And we put our full figure in there. 45 minus 5, 40, 25, 20, 35, 30. And when we tally these all up, it should equal 360 degrees, 00 minutes, and 00 seconds. And that is what's called our angular misclosure. So basically, our angles calculated out in the survey were off by 20 seconds, and we have corrected our angular misclosure.